trick here.
Golf button. Oh, look at you.
And then you go like this to stop it. Trick.
That's nice. Good Shabbos. Welcome tonight. Excuse me, my name is Jim Mason. I'm one of the board members. I'd like to do announcements tonight. CNT's Hanukkah season begins on Sunday, November 5th, with its annual Hanukkah and Holiday Bazaar at the Temple. From 9:15 to 1:30, presented by the Sisterhood, the bazaar is open to the public and will be a one-stop shop for Hanukkah and holiday gifts, homemade kugel, latkes, and hundreds of cookies at the Holiday Bazaar Cookie Court. A raffle will also fundraise for scholarships. Additionally, through CNT's Social Action Committee Mitzvah Menorah Project, you can sponsor a child for Hanukkah. CNT's Social Action Committee kicks off the Mitzvah Menorah Project at the Sisterhood Holiday Bazaar, and you can choose a child online. Also at the bazaar, you can buy a t-shirt that the CNT religious school students designed. The t-shirts are for sale for $18, and all proceeds will go to help benefit the religious, or the, excuse me, the relief efforts in Israel. On Sunday evening, join the Jewish community at the Israeli American Council and the Jewish Nevada Shloshim 30 Days of Mourning and Supporting Israel event. It starts at 6:30, and you can register on our website calendar, and the location information will be sent to you. On Thursday, November 9th at 7 p.m., join us at CNT for the Veterans Day Salute, an evening of deep reverence. Drop off diapers at the Cantor ECC for Israel. Jewish Nevada and the Israeli American Council are partnering with Babies Bounty to provide diapers to young families in Israel who have been directly affected by the attacks in the ongoing war. Thank you.
Good Shabbos, everyone. So before we get in our Shabbos mood, I ask you to look to your left and look to your right. That's a connection, an unfortunate connection to our brothers and sisters in Israel, to those who are hostages. And so we say, O source of hope, bring home the hostages. O source of peace, bring peace to the Holy Land. O source of love, that people find it in their hearts to reach out to each other with love. A source of hope. Give us hope. And let us say, Amen. Shabbos. We fight, but what do we fight for? We fight for our values. We fight for our holidays and our bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs. We fight to be able to practice freely as Jews. Is that not right? So even though there's a part of our heart that is sad, there's another part that says we stand tall with Israel by celebrating the values that make us Jews and strong. So let us usher in Shabbat with fullness of heart and fullness of joy.
It's been hard to program our cue sheets for these Shabbatot that have occurred since October 7th, and I'm trying my best to find that Shabbat joy. And the only way to truly find it is through the music. And so this Hine Matov is not one that is mournful. It is one that is celebratory. It says how good it is, how lucky we are, how wonderful this moment is to be together. Hine Matov. And it has some, obviously, choreography, because that also brings us joy. So really, it's just some clapping. So it goes, Hine Matov, and we go clap, clap. Umanaim shevet achim gam yachad. And then we do the clap, clap again. It's like this. It's very simple, but you have to participate in order to feel the joy. Okay? All right, here we go. Hine matov umanaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanaim shevet achim gam yachad. One more time, here we go. Hine matov umanaim Another thing that brings us joy on Shabbat is kindling the Shabbat lights. And tonight we need a lot of matrilineal support in order to make these Shabbat lights shine. We have our 2 Benot Mitzvah for tomorrow that we are so excited to call to the Bima as Bat Mitzvah to the Torah, and we invite their families to join us on the Bima for the lights. So we have, from the Green family, we have Tabby, Amy, Molly, Estelle, Kara, Allison, Sadie, Tova, Zoe, Josie, and Susie. And representing the Brown family, Gloria, Deborah, and Sophia.
So, in other words, the whole congregation comes up, it sounds like.
Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Lehad likner shel Shabbat. Shabbat shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. I told you it's going to need a lot of help. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Lehad likner, lehad likner, lehad likner shel Shabbat. Lehad likner shel Shabbat.
We continue on page 125 in your Siddur. This prayer digs deep into our hearts. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of our hearts? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, please God, Shabbat, abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, O God, please God, Shabbat, abide.
We turn to page 138 to welcome our Shabbat bride, Chadodi, verses 1, 5, and 9. And on verse 9, we will rise to greet the Shabbat bride. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Yishmianu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shemo tiferet Kevod Adonai alayich niglat Yelelai Yelelala lecha dodi Yelelala likrat kala Yelelala penei Shabbat Shabbat bride, Boi v'shalom, Aterit bala, Gam besimcha, Uv'sohola, Toch emunei, Am segula, Boi Boi chala, yai yalalala lecha dodi, yalalala likrat kala, yalalala penei Shabbat nekabela. Remain standing for our Baruch Hu, page 146.
Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course of eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai, Amori v'Aravi.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto, Leolam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's majesty, blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Please be seated.
You both do Ve'ahavta together?
Yeah. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levacha uvehon asheha uvehon meotecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohim etavecha hayom al levavecha veshinanta levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shifteha b'beiteha uvlefteha v'adere ushakbeha uvkumecha ushartam leot ayadeha vehayu letotafo beinenecha uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru vatzitem eko mitzvotaim vitem kedoshim leloehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher oteti etem meretz Mitzrayim liot lahem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
Okay, you guys split it. Okay, one does this, one does that. Go.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot.
That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness.
But there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם.
there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
So we invite our Benot Mitzvah back to the center, as well as anyone who has become bat or bar mitzvah in the last year, or will become bar or bat mitzvah in the next year. Let's start with that. Come on up. They're like, is that me? Is that... All right. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anyone by doing that? Let's see. I think that covers pretty much everyone that needs to be up here. All right, so we have this tradition, and if you're here for one of the Benot Mitzvahs, you're going to notice, you're going to notice that we're going to teach you a dance tomorrow, not this dance. We teach you a silly dance because it helps to bring us the joy of Shabbat. It makes us even more happy to watch preteens also dance silly dances. And then it brings them joy to watch you do silly dances. That's how this works. So this is like a warm-up. So this one's very simple. If you already know it, great. If you don't, we're going to teach it to you. It's just a little, like, you can do it from your seat, okay? You can even have a broken ankle, and you can still do it, okay? So it goes like this. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat ledorotam beritolam. Okay, that's pretty much it. But then there's like a thing where we do this, and there's a thing where we go like this, okay? So just do what we do. Now, if you don't do it, and I will tell this joke tomorrow, but if you don't do it, we stare at you. So you have to make sure you do something, okay? Cool, sounds good. All right, Vishamru, page 162, we pray for the joy of Shabbat. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam beritolam. You guys are good. Let's try it again. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam beritolam. Now you repeat after me. La'asot et hashabat lidorotam beritolam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat Shabbat lidorotam beritolam uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam beritolam. Last time, here we go. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat la'asot et hashabat lidorotam beritolam. Spirit fingers. Okay. Thanks, guys. Was that super fun? It was like the best day, the best moment of your entire week, right? I know. I love it. All right. They've been looking forward to it, that's for sure. All right, so before we can let them be seated, we're all going to rise for our Amidah prayers on page 164.
Here, we'll share. Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Gonei Hakol V'Zoher Astei Avot V'Imaot Umevi Geola Livnei V'Nehem Lamon Shemot Be'ahavra Melech Ozer Umashia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai again Avraham ve'Ezra Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayei Hakol Atah Ra le'Yoshia Mashir Varua Umarid Hagashem Mechakel Hayim Bechesem Mechayei Hakol Berachabim Rabim So Nef Noflim Verohe Holim Umatir Asarim Mechayei Emunatov Lishenei Afar Mihamocha Ba'kivarot Umidomela Melet Mitmit Umechaye Umat Mir Geshuach Venet Manata Lachayot Hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye Hakol
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהלוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, הקדוש.
We continue in silent prayer through page 180, using the words on the right or the left side of the page, or the words within your heart. When you have completed your private personal prayers, please be seated. You're welcome to continue your prayers. If you're joining us on the live stream, Shabbat Shalom, we invite you now to submit the names of those you are thinking of for healing prayers in our chat on Facebook or YouTube.
Prayers of healing. I don't know about you, but I feel I need it personally, right? It's been a tough few weeks. So we say Misha Berach for ourselves, and I don't think it's selfish to say that. But there are others in our community, our circle of family and friends who are facing illness of the body, and the spirit, the mind, addiction too. And we think of them. There were names that were submitted to the office. Those are the names that I say first. And then I'll look to you, the congregation, to stand and say the names of people close to you that are in need of a Misha Berach. So I think of Andy Gruber and Katie Fedrizzi, Jeremy Filer, Sandy Mintz, Sandy Block, Edgar Costello, Vicky Talent, Mara Braun, Charlotte LaRocca, Heather Seltzer, Lori Fletcher, Kim Botwin, Donna Zale, and of course, our friends and family in Israel. I also think of my sisters Audrey and Dina in my own personal circle. If you would like to say the name of someone special to you, please stand, say their names. Simply say their names. Just say the names. There you go. Yeah. Deb, you have a name?
Vincent Rodriguez, Michael Unger, Kim Rodriguez, Jean Fridkin, Hetty Gordon, Gail Simon, Sheldon Raymond, Dana Johnson.
We rise for Misha Berach. If you're comfortable, arm in arm, as we join together in our prayer for hope and healing.
Avotenu v'kor Abraham Emotenu by the source of strength. Oh, bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe Beira Imotenu Mekor Abraham Ve'avotenu, those of need of healing,
1, 2, 3. You know, our sound technician's starting to give me a complex. This is 2 weeks in a row he turned off my mic. What am I going to do? That's right. Because I don't want to hear you, Rabbi. It's okay. Leaves the room. Thank you, Cantor. So it's Tuesday this week, and I get a text from my 37-year-old daughter, CJ. And these texts have become a recurrence since the war started, when she seeks to ponder different questions. And this is what she texted me. Now, why did Israel bomb a Gaza refugee camp? That's what she texted. Now, bear in mind, I've taken her to Israel twice, and much to my surprise, she has become increasingly Zionistic and defensive of Israel, and alarmed at the rise of anti-Semitism. The remarks online and in social media that are particularly anti-Semitic, and she says, Dad, I have to keep defriending people. It's terrible. And yet, she wants to know why. And I don't think my daughter is alone, especially among the younger generation. People my age and around my age and above. We were raised with this Zionistic fervor like mother's milk, right? And so even when we are troubled, we still stand tall and we know that things are going to work out right and that there's a reason. But with the younger generation, it's a little different. On the one hand, I do think that there is this awakening within this younger generation of Zionistic feelings that many of them did not know that they had. And yet, they're also more prone to ask questions and wonder, what is going on? Why? As I noted in previous sermons, when the Israel-Gaza war broke out, it was going to get brutal. I tell people I've seen this movie before. You know, Israel gets attacked, Israel responds, then people start climbing aboard the Stop Israel ship, and it's terrible, and look, it's not proportional. I've seen this movie. And yet, even though I've seen this movie, somehow the sequel seems much, much more difficult. And I would not be honest if I didn't say I look at these images myself and my knees begin to wobble and my heart begins to ache. I wouldn't be human. I would not be human. So she asked me why, and I say why. And I know part of the answer to why. I mean, it's war. And by definition, war is a messy, bloody business. There's just, unfortunately, no two ways about it. In the Iraq War, 100,000 Iraqis died the very first week. But the world did not say, hey, United States, what's going on? 100,000. I don't think most people remember that. But Israel suffered the worst attack in its history, and they are now fighting for their survival. And so my legs are wobbly because it's painful to see the images in Israel, and it's also painful to see them in Gaza. But it's also wondering what is going to happen to Israel, because they are fighting for their life. And it may not seem it when somehow Israel is in there and people are dying and the buildings are falling, but make no bones about it. For them, this is their second war of independence. And every Israeli believes that, and I believe that. And it doesn't make it any easier to see those images. So I don't know why it has to be this way. Because ultimately behind her question is 1,000 other whys. And each one may have a micro answer. The reason is because Hamas went over to Israel and murdered women, children, elderly, and babies in the most brutal of ways. That's why. But Dad, do we have to respond in such vicious ways and in such a powerful way? But the goal is not to kill civilians, my daughter. It is to root out Hamas. But look what's happening. I say, I know. We must not turn our eyes. We want to. For the moment we stop feeling is the moment that we become numb to the price of what it takes to maintain a Jewish state. The moment we become soft. The moment we lose our sense of humanity. All that I can do is tell her that that is the price, and the price is high for Israelis, for Palestinians. And eventually, I hope, they will ask another question. What is the price for peace? But they're not ready to. It's not time for a ceasefire. It's not time for a pause. It is a time to dig deeper to achieve goals that have been set out by the IDF, that the Israeli nation, the country of Israel feels so strongly that unless we're going to see a repeat performance again and again and again, as Hamas has promised, we have to root them out and we have to destroy Hamas. It's a high promise. I'm not even sure if it's a possible promise, because Hamas is not just people, it's an idea. But Israel right now feels it has to try in the most distinctive of ways. And so when bombs are dropped, when people are killed, when the enemy hides behind civilians, underneath hospitals and inside mosques, the images on the media make it very difficult to look at. And so I have to say, look beyond the why to find your answer. And when you do that, you will still find another why. Why can we not find a way to find peace? We live in terrible times, the time of war, but there will be a day, I promise her that, and I promise you that, when there will be a cessation of war. And that day will be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or the day after that, but when it comes, people will have to find a better way. Please, God, that will allow them to see each other as human beings, that both are in pain, and the only way out is to find a way to peace. And when that is the possibility and that is the hope, and that becomes the reality, then we will know that this war that is being fought has changed people, and hopefully it will change them for the better. And when they can see a different world, a different reality, a different possibility, well, instead of asking why is there fighting, maybe they'll say, why can't there be peace? Please, God, why can't there be peace? Shabbat Shalom.
There is still a white sail on the horizon, opposite a heavy black cloud, and all that we ask for, may it be.
We rise now for the Aleinu.
A prayer to remind us we must change the world.
586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גאולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא שנוא כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו כחמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומורדים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
We turn to our Kaddish prayer on page 598. Again, if you're watching on the live stream, please submit the names of those you are thinking of for Kaddish prayer, prayers for those who are no longer with us, either recently, in Shloshim, in Shana in the last year, or Yortzeit, an anniversary of death.
So we say Kaddish for those who have died in recent days. Steve Collins, Albert Glickman, Robert Propp, Zoe Barnaby, Amos Yahil, Ann Korn, Mark Province, Matan Lior, Shai Regev, Netta Epstein, Stephen Simon, Art Marshall, and Doris Munich. We think of the Yortzites of Isaac Aloni, Alan Bacharach, V. Berger, Diane Black, Ellen Wertheimer Bray, Helen Klein, Lorelei Craycraft, Nathan Ellis, Molly Etkin, Ruben Finkelstein, Marilyn Glavinsky, Marcia Goldberg, Barry Lee Goldberg, Leona Goldberg, Paul Golovner, Zane Gray, Samuel Greenspun, Milton Katz, Bert Malinsky, Anna Payeski, Linda Pence, Morris Rabin, Renee Diane Roberg, Murray Rosenthal, Sarah C. Schumann, Jean Smith, Dr. Leon Steinberg, Leonard Steele, Shirley Thorner, Sidney H. Human, and Norman Zoll. Please. Any other names? Simply say the names of loved ones. Any other names? So we think of these. We have others from the web stream.
Julian Fox.
Did anyone want to say a name? Those who are standing now? Did you say a name? Okay. Let's all rise for Kaddish then. Together, Yit Kadal, V'Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, B'Yalma Divra, Chirutei, V'Yamlich Malchutei, B'Chayechon, V'Yomechon, V'Chayei D'Chol Beit Yisrael, B'Agalav Zman Kariv V'Imru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Omei Maya, Yit Barach V'Yishtabach V'Yipa'ar V'Yitramam V'Yitnaseh, V'Yitadar V'Yitaleh V'Yitalal, Shemei D'Kusha B'Richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damiram bi'alma v'yamru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. May be seated.
We want to thank Barbara Siegel on piano. She'll be with us all Shabbat, and we are so lucky to have her here. And we also want to thank Alex for setting up our sound tonight. We want to thank our staff that are here tonight. We have Eddie on staff, and we also have Lee here somewhere too. And we want to thank our rabbi and
We want to thank our cantor.
our
Dueling thank yous.
our board Bema sitters, Dell and Jim, and all of you for being here to celebrate Shabbat with us. And especially we want to thank the people who sponsored our own egg from the green and brown families. I think it is really cool that we have colors. This is our color Benot Mitzvah.
Oh,
So are you going to, I'm color coordinating tomorrow.
what do you mean by colors?
Green family and the brown family.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Did you guys get that? Fine.
Yeah, it could be rainbow Shabbat.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
Oh, we also
I'll
wanna
go to
thank
my wife and I'll say, that is such a beautiful painting. She says, it's been up 20 years. Okay?
We also want to thank our security team that has been working around the clock to make sure that we feel safe here.
All right. Well, I am looking at these chalot over there. We are in abundance.
We are. I mean, it took a lot of women to light the candles tonight, so you might as well think it's going to take a lot of challah to say the motzi.
Okay. So what are we doing?
We're going to do that.
All right. We're getting, okay. How about, should we get the religious school students up? I mean, we got a lot of challah.
There's a lot of challah.
All right, students, come on up. Anyone who feels like they need their challah fix, we got like 4 chalot. Come on. Some of those little ones, you can bring them up. Maybe they're being shy. You can bring them up.
And God blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Al kain berach Adonai et yom haShabbat vayikadshehu. Eeny, meeny, miny, holla. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi Amen. Let's see, I'm going to try to guess the recipe. Is it Mandylicious challah? I can't figure it out. The challah prince? Which recipe are you using here? Okay. Okay, did I guess either? No? Okay. I'm a challah connoisseur. Hello. We're going to conclude with Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace. And I'm guessing that our oneg is on the patio. All right, it's on the patio. So we're going to exit these doors when we conclude our service tonight, and we look forward to schmoozing with you at the oneg. If you see someone that you don't recognize or maybe haven't seen in a long time, we want to show them how audaciously hospitable we are here at Near Tamid. Please introduce yourself and make a new friend. Shabbat Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru
Amen.
Oseh
Oseh
Shalom bimromav hu
Shalom.
ya'aseh
I didn't even get that color joke. Holy
say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael
Yimeru amen. Hallelujah, say shalom. Hallelujah, kol Yisrael. Yimeru amen.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
We invite you to the patio area.